True Plays.
Hello everybody, True Marvelous here, your Million G Gamer. Welcome to a True Plays of Animus on the Xbox One. It is also available on PS4, Switch and on Steam PC. It's priced around £8, £59 in the UK. And there's a kind of a Dark Souls game with a difference because there's not really levels as such or an open world as such. It's self-contained little areas. So I'm going to continue my main game because starting again would wipe my save, unfortunately, but you'll get the gist of it anyhow. So when you basically start the game, you'll be over here. This is what the game calls day 2, which is basically the second playthrough. There's 3 days in total. So I'm on like the second difficulty level. You basically go into these like banners or flags, and you'll have a number of missions to choose from where you'll have to fight certain enemies, and it will show you what loot's available to drop within them from killing the creatures and killing the boss. It also gives you a time and how much XP you'll get and how much coin you will get for completing the mission. The time gives you a rating from 1 to 3 stars. I'm not sure what it actually influences. It may just influence the if you get a better drop or not, but I'm not very good at Dark Souls games and I'm getting some decent drops, so don't worry about it if you're not that good at these kind of games, because it's a little bit more forgiving, I think, than some of the more hardcore stuff that's out there. So these red ones are your story missions. These blue ones it dubs as side missions, but to be honest with you, they're just the same as the story missions. Any mission can be repeated, so I just don't get it. If there's an exclamation mark next to it, that means there's an uncompleted mission that you've not done. And this gold one, you may be wondering, is the Rift World bosses. These are like super difficult fights where you get really good loot and normally have achievements attached to them. So I'm going to go do one of these fights now and see if it works, and see if we can avoid a nasty little bug that does happen. But before I do that, I just want to go through all the other things that you have here. You press your window button here and you get your menu. Inventory is self-explanatory. The loot's rated in the traditional color scheme so that you expect in games such as this. You've got your various stats there. So you've got weapons, helms, upper armor, lower armor, gloves, boots, necklaces, rings, bracelets, and cloaks. I didn't realize I'd got blue XP bracelets. That's good. And cloaks, I've got a super one because I bought that, and that's just basically crafting materials. The character is where you level up. You can level up these areas. This first row is available from the get-go. I think that this row opens up at level 10 and this row opens up at level 20. You have to get to level 80 if you want all the achievements in the game. Forge is where you can reinforce your weapons, improve them if you've got the correct crafting material, which I'll have a quick look now. I do have enough to improve that, so I will. You can also sell equipment for gold, which is the thing in the top right hand corner of the screen. The second one is memory shards, which you can use to give your loot drop chances a little boost. And the third, the one to the left there of the 3, is gems. I'll go into them in a minute. Disassemble will just give you gold for the item. Disassemble will give you crafting materials. And the black market, this is where you spend your gems. You can buy memory shards if you want for the respective amount of gems it says on the screen there. You can buy gold. You can buy skill points, so like an extra level up. You can buy random skill cloaks, or you can buy revives, which will do what it says on the tin, revive you once per level. So if you're fighting a boss, it will revive you on the spot with all your healing potions back, and their boss will have the same amount of health that they had when you got defeated. Now you'll be wondering, what the hell is this bit? Well, just a little bit of history about the game. The game is a mobile game originally on iOS and Android. So this is what you bought with in-game currency. That's fortunately been removed from the Xbox release, and you now earn gems through natural progression of playing, and you do earn them at a pretty decent rate. I mean, I've made quite a few purchases from this store with the gems that I've accrued, and you can see I've still got 2,970 of them left. So they've kind of left the system in, but they worked it quite well, and the earning rate is pretty decent. So anyway, let's stop waffling and let's get cracking on with the game. I'll just do a normal level to start off with. Actually, let's I think I'm totally stuck on these but you'll get the gist of it. We'll go try and beat this samurai. There is the bug I mentioned is a little bit of an annoying one. On certain levels, there's these shields that you get to, and you can summon a NPC warrior to fight alongside you. Unfortunately, sometimes they stop working, which is highly annoying. So as you can see, the character models are pretty decent. You know, that's pretty decent looking, and the areas themselves. Ooh, that was horrible. Don't know what happened there. The areas themselves and, you know, the textures are a bit iffy, but like I say, it's a mobile port, so you've got to set your standards accordingly there, and it does have a little bit of funny lag on it as well. So here's the enemy. I hate these guys. These guys are horrible. So you've got your dodge button, you've got 2 attack buttons, which you can string various combos together with. Left button is your healing flasks, which are at the bottom left there. You can see I've got 3 of the things. But yeah, we do get this horrible kind of glitchy lag sometimes on it at certain levels. Not always present, but it can get a little bit annoying. So the enemies spawn and you get locked into the arena. When you hear that shriek or that shrill noise, the door opens up and you can progress further. Oh, this is a particularly nasty level. I don't think I'll be able to do this, but I'll give you a good idea of what the game's about. Oh, he's chatting. I don't think I'm anywhere near powerful on this. One of the... I'm nearly dead. One of the big things about this game is it's going to be a grind, because, as I say, it's designed to be a mobile game. And as we all know, mobile games with in-app purchases usually have a short gameplay loop, so they are designed to make you repeat levels and get stronger. Right, we got them. Who knew? We've got no energy left. Now the reason I'm not healing is I want to try and get to the checkpoint, because if you do heal, you only get when you respawn. Oh no. This is not good. There's the checkpoint as well. This is kind of a mini boss. So we're not stamina. Use my big attack on it. It didn't work. We've been jibbed. So this is where you can use a revive if you so wish. I've got 4. See, revives many on level 1. 4 revives in total, or I can just use checkpoint, which will lower my ranking, but so will reviving. But oh, it's reset me for the entire level. That's pants. They don't normally do that. They normally just don't reset the enemies that you've taken out. That was very weird. How it's reset the level completely. unusual. I think there's one behind me. Nope. I mean, the levels themselves, you have to get used to this kind of environment. It's so grey and bleak and drab and everything. There's these weird things here which are destructible, but you get nothing from destroying them. I don't even know why they're even present in the game, but they are what they are. God, they killed them quick. Why am I attacking the wrong one? Yeah, the auto lock-on system is a bit annoying, but I think you can turn it off. I've just never bothered. If you're wondering what the glowing orangey circle is at the bottom there, that's the power bar, rage bar, I think it is, or something. Not quite clear, but you tap your RB button and you do a super attack. That's what killed me a minute ago. And if you do the AAA combo, watch, I'll do it now. Fill this devastate bar up, which I think gives you a damage boost, but again, I'm not 100% clear. What we'll do is big meaty attack, which wasn't big or meaty to be honest with you. The guy's energy's gone purple. I'm not sure why that is. It's a status effect that sword does, but I'm not sure what actual benefit it gives us. If the game does explain it, I must have missed it. There we go, we got him right then. Hopefully no enemies spawn now. Hopefully we can just go to the checkpoint, and this is where we get to the boss, and we'll probably die horribly. The samurai boss is very tricky. Some of the bosses get repeated every now and then, and this guy is a total pain in the backside. I just feel good character models. The character models are pretty decent. It's just the world is a bit drab and boring. This guy's probably gonna kick my ass. Totally kick my ass. Oh, I remember this guy now. I'm doing no damage to him. That was the issue. I mean, look, I'm making 18 for 82. He's going to take a million gazillion hits. Even my power attack does nothing. He must have about 150, 200,000 hit points, and I'm doing like 80 odd at a time. So yeah, we'll exit that level, and I'll show you another level as an example. You still get loot from it though, so you know it's not a wasted effort. What can I show you? Oh, we got this one over here. I didn't know we had that. Corrupt invaders. Oh, that's the one we can't do. Yeah, let's try this one. Corrupt invaders. See if this one kicks. I think this one I couldn't do because the shields broke. So yeah, I didn't mention that already. The shields, it summons an NPC here, and sometimes they just refuse to summon a helper. Like now, they're refusing to summon a helper, which basically makes this fight almost impossible. I don't know why it does it. It's very odd and annoying, and spoils the game, to be honest with you. Because there's no way I can beat these three guys by myself. It's just totally impossible. As you can see, they're probably just going to totally kick my ass now. I suppose it's possible, but I mean, I'm doing quite well actually. It's just a massive help, obviously, if you've got two other two other guys as well. I'm stunned. That's what happens. They're relentless. You can't get a break to heal. That was the spectral attack just wasted. I stunned the gang and then there's just no chance when they all clump up like that. You've got no chance. That's what the other people are supposed to be there to give you that leverage. So we'll quit that one out. It's just unfortunate. The developer is aware of it. It's been mentioned in a number of reviews, and I've raised it with them by email as well. So fingers crossed it will be fixed. But at the moment, you know, consider. I don't know why it just starts working as well. It just starts working again all by itself. For reasons it only knows. So we'll have a look at this level and then we'll call it quits on this one. But it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun game to play. I can definitely give it a recommendation. But you do have to aware that bug there is quite annoying, and at the moment it is probably preventing me from progressing in the game. But then one day when I turn it on, it will just work. So very unusual. We got a mini boss. Also, I don't know if I'm not very familiar with the Dark Souls series, but I don't know if Dark Souls throws this many enemies at you at once. If it does, fair enough. At times it seems when they kind of cluster and clump up like this, it's very difficult to actually get anything done. I remember this level. I think this level's got shields at the end as well. And we've got two of these bosses, two of these, I think it's an identical kind of fight we've got coming up now. More undead warriors and another boss one. Oh, now I'm any. Oh, I'm still alive. That's amazing. That hurt. Not today, sir. Ah, you're dead. It probably is a good one for beginners if you want to get into the Dark Souls genre, because I say I'm no expert at Dark Souls games or Dark Souls-like games. I mean, I've done The Surge, I've done Lords of the Fallen, things like that, but I've, you know. Oh yeah, look at the shield. Now, will it summon the NPC, or will it break? Who knows? Please? Nope, it's not summoning the NPC. You literally press LT and then one of the three guys who just kicked my ass a minute ago, three red guys. Someone's a blue one of those basically who fights alongside you, and I have just no idea why. It's definitely a glitch. It's been confirmed as a glitch. So this fight is going to be, I don't know, this fight could be impossible as well. This fight is probably going to be doable, but will be a downside easier with an NPC on the side. Oh. It's not doable when you do that. Well, no point reviving it, so you can revive once per level. I mean, look how much damage that does to you. That's just... Wow. Alrighty then. This guy has not come to mess around, has he? He didn't want to be putting any overtime in. He's just kicking my ass. Wow, didn't even see that attack coming. Makes me wonder sometimes how I actually got to this point in the game. But I mean, he controls well. I mean, the attacks are very responsive. There's lots of different combos you can do, lots of different weapons and things to mess around with. Different weapon types, spears, bucklers, claws. I mean, that's one attack, just completely... Yeah. Struggling battle, reinforce my equipment. I think that is, probably is a good thing that I need to do actually. It is reinforced this time. It didn't poison me that time. You did that time though. Well done. I missed. We're going to leave it there anyway. You've got an idea of what the game's like. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.